The battle rap world is on fire tonight because Eazy the block captain has finally broken his silence, and what he just revealed about Remy Ma's alleged betrayal has everyone's jaws on the floor. For weeks, whispers have been circulating with cryptic tweets, side eyes at interviews, and mysterious leaks painting a picture of something dark and messy brewing behind the scenes. But nothing, and I mean nothing, prepared fans for the receipts. Eazy just dropped screenshots, voice notes, a late night live where his voice cracked between rage and heartbreak. Eazy didn't just tell his side of the story, he opened the floodgates. He claims betrayal wasn't just about loyalty or business, but something far deeper, cutting straight to the heart of trust, family, and the streets that built them. And now the internet is split. Some are screaming hashtag protect EAZY, while others are rallying behind hashtag Team Remy. Saying the truth isn't as simple as it looks, but here's where it gets even crazier. Insiders say Remy is preparing her own bombshell response, one that could flip the entire narrative upside down. Meanwhile, celebrities, fellow battle rappers, and even industry OGs are chiming in, taking sides, and stoking the flames of this already volcanic scandal. So buckle up, because tonight we're diving deep into the truth behind the betrayal that has the entire culture watching in disbelief. Did Eazy just expose the real story? Or has Remy been playing a dangerous game all along? The silence had stretched on too long and fans were restless. Rumors about Remy Ma and Eazy the block captain had been swirling for weeks. With blogs dropping blind items and gossip accounts hinting at a rift nobody wanted to believe. At first it looked like nothing more than the usual noise that comes with fame. But then Eazy cracked. And when he did, he didn't just tell his side of the story, he set the entire culture ablaze. It started with a cryptic Instagram story, a black screen with white letters that read, "They always say betrayal comes from the ones closest to you. Y'all gonna see what I mean soon enough?" Within minutes, screenshots were circulating across Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit. The speculation was immediate. Was this about Remy? Fans connected the dots faster than Eazy could hit post. Blogs like The Shade Room reposted it. And within an hour, the hashtag EAZYSpeaks was trending. But it wasn't just a vague statement. Hours later, Eazy went live. Thousands tuned in instantly, comments flying so fast you could barely read them. His face looked tired, his tone heavy. He started off slow, repeating that he didn't want to do this. But after a long pause, he leaned forward and dropped the first bombshell. "Y'all want to know the truth? Remy ain't been loyal. Not to me, not to what we built, and definitely not to the culture." That one sentence cracked the internet wide open. Fans clipped the soundbite and spread it everywhere. Within minutes, hip-hop bloggers, YouTube reactors, and rival battle rappers had their own hot takes uploaded. Some were shocked, some claimed they'd been new, and others demanded proof. Eazy, almost as if anticipating that reaction, didn't hesitate. He pulled out receipts. First came the screenshots. Text messages with timestamps that lined up with the very nights gossip blogs had claimed funny business was going down behind the scenes. Messages that hinted at secrecy, at Remy being in two places at once, at late-night calls that weren't about business at all. The room went dead silent as Eazy read them out loud, his voice cracking. "When you said don't tell nobody, I thought it was about the deal, not about this." The live chat exploded. Comments streamed in. "Yo, this can't be real. Eazy exposing her. Remy gotta respond now." The pressure mounted and Eazy wasn't done. He played a voice note, the tinny audio barely audible, but clear enough. A woman's voice. Fans immediately swore. It was Remy whispered, "You know I can't risk everything for you. Stop pushing me." The clip sent shockwaves through the fan base. Was this confirmation of betrayal, or was it just manipulation? Then came the dagger, a leaked video. Blurry, clearly shot on a phone. But unmistakable Remy sitting at a private dinner table with someone fans immediately identified as another rapper who had quietly been linked to her in the past. The date stamp on the footage lined up with a night when she was supposed to be at an event supporting Eazy. Y'all see that? Eazy asked, shaking his head. That's what betrayal looks like. The internet erupted. Within seconds, hashtag Team EAZY and hashtag Remy exposed started trending. Battle rap forums lit up with debates, with some fans arguing that the footage was misleading, while others swore it confirmed everything Eazy was saying. The memes flooded in photoshopped images of Remy with captions about disloyalty. Clips of Eazy's most powerful battle bars being reimagined as commentary on his personal life. Celebrities started chiming in, adding gasoline to the fire. Joe Budden tweeted, "Man, loyalty ain't what it used to be. Sad to see this play out." Cardi B posted a cryptic Instagram story with the words, "When you play both sides, eventually both sides lose." Even 50 Cent couldn't resist, posting a meme implying that Eazy should have seen this coming. Fans were divided between laughing, crying, and arguing in endless threads about who was right and who was wrong. Meanwhile, Remy stayed silent. She didn't post. She didn't go live. She didn't even issue a statement. That silence became its own scandal, with fans interpreting it as guilt, others saying she was simply taking the high road, and still others speculating she was preparing a massive clapback. Blogs began reporting that she was lawyering up, citing anonymous insiders who claimed she was furious about the leaks. But Eazy wasn't finished. At the end of his live, he dropped the most haunting line yet. "Y'all think y'all know betrayal? Wait until you hear the tape I've been sitting on. Friday, midnight. That's when the truth really comes out." He ended the stream abruptly, leaving fans stunned and desperate for more. The cliffhanger ignited a frenzy. What was on this so-called tape? Was it more texts? A recording? A video? Could it really expose Remy beyond repair? Theories spiraled out of control. Some said it was a recording of Remy confessing. Others swore it was proof of her sabotaging Eazy's career behind the scenes. A few even claimed it involved her husband Papoose, hinting that the betrayal was deeper than anyone realized. Fan wars raged across social media. On Instagram, supporters flooded Eazy's comments with heart emojis and words of encouragement. On Twitter, critics accused him of clout chasing, saying he was weaponizing personal drama for attention. YouTube reactors went live in droves, dissecting every word of his stream, replaying the voice note on loop, and slowing down the blurry dinner footage frame by frame. The culture was eating itself alive in real time, and just when fans thought it couldn't get messier, a burner account appeared on Twitter under the handle @TheRealTruthBX. Its first tweet, a screenshot of what looked like an encrypted file labeled rem_truth_final. The caption simply read, "Midnight. Y'all ain't ready." The account gained 50,000 followers in less than a day. Fans were convinced it was linked directly to Eazy, or perhaps even to someone from Remy's own camp ready to spill everything. Behind the scenes, insiders claimed tensions in the battle rap community had reached a boiling point. Event promoters worried about fallout, sponsors allegedly pulled back, and whispers spread about contracts being quietly canceled. A major card rumored for the summer was suddenly postponed indefinitely, with speculation that nobody wanted the Remy Eazy drama hanging over their event. As the countdown to Friday midnight ticked away, the culture braced itself. Was this betrayal scandal about to destroy reputations permanently? Or was Eazy bluffing, playing a dangerous game of public manipulation? Either way, the fans were locked in, waiting for the tape to drop like it was the biggest battle of his career. Friday night felt like a pay-per-view event. Fans across the globe weren't waiting for a rap battle, an album release, or even a fight night. They were waiting for the tape. The burner account @TheRealTruthBX had everyone on edge. For hours leading up to midnight, the account teased screenshots of folders labeled audio, demiz, and confessions. Each post drove the frenzy higher. Battle rap forums crashed from traffic. Instagram lives popped up like wildfire, with commentators predicting what was about to unfold. By 11:59 p.m., over 100,000 people were refreshing, waiting for the clock to strike. At exactly midnight, the account posted a link. Within minutes, clips began circulating. The first audio was grainy, but the voices were unmistakable: Eazy and Remy. In it, Eazy could be heard saying, "You told me I was different. You told me this was more than business." Remy's voice responded, quiet, tense, Eazy. "Stop. You knew what it was. Don't put this on me." The room went silent, and then the internet exploded. The second file was even worse. A heated phone call, Remy shouting, "You think you can go public? You think you can ruin me? Don't forget who put you on that stage." The implication was devastating that Remy had not only betrayed Eazy emotionally, but also allegedly manipulated his rise in the battle rap scene. Fans replayed the clip endlessly, dissecting every word, debating whether it was real, edited, or taken out of context. But the damage was done. Then came the text messages. Screenshots with Remy's contact name. Conversations that hinted at a closeness far beyond business. "We can't keep doing this," one message read. "He's already suspicious." The fandom immediately latched on to the he. Was it Papoose? Was it another industry insider? Theories spread faster than the leaks themselves. Hashtags like #RemyBetrayal and #EAZY receipts trended for hours. And finally, the video. A shaky, dimly lit clip recorded at what looked like a hotel lobby. Eazy and Remy could be seen walking close together, whispering, before disappearing into an elevator. The timestamp matched one of the text conversations shown earlier. Blogs had a field to capturing stills, circling their hands, brushing together, writing captions like "The evidence is undeniable." The fallout was immediate. Fans flooded Remy's social media, demanding answers. Eazy's mentions filled with equal parts sympathy and scorned supporters calling him brave for exposing the truth. Critics accusing him of clout chasing and tarnishing a legend's name. Memes hit hard. Pictures of Eazy with captions like "From battle bars to broken hearts," and edited images of Remy photoshopped as Judas betraying Jesus. The culture had turned savage. Celebrities chimed in again, fanning the flames. Funk Flex posted this: "The wildest scandal battle rap has ever seen. If the tape's real, careers are finished." Fat Joe stayed quiet, but his silence was interpreted as loyalty to Remy. Cardi B retweeted a fan post saying, "Men love to expose women when it benefits them," sparking a whole separate debate about double standards. On the other side, rapper Missin posted a message siding with Eazy, calling betrayal the deepest wound. The division was sharp and the lines were drawn. Meanwhile, Papusta, one person everyone was waiting to hear from, remained completely silent. No tweets, no posts, no statements. But silence didn't stop speculation. Some claimed Pap had known all along and was quietly plotting his response. Others swore he was blindsided, with memes of him looking shocked circulating with captions like Pap logging into Twitter at 1 a.m. Behind the scenes, chaos spread to the business side of battle rap. Promoters feared booking Eazy, worried about protests or boycotts. Whispers spread that Remy's Chrome 23 League was in jeopardy, sponsors backing out, major venues canceling future dates. A leaked email showed one promoter saying, "We can't risk riots. This scandal is too hot." The idea that a personal betrayal could ripple out to jeopardize an entire scene was unthinkable. Yet it was happening in real time. But Eazy wasn't done. Hours after the tape leaked, he went live again. His eyes were bloodshot, his tone sharp. "Y'all heard it for yourselves," he said. "This ain't just battle rap politics. This was my life. I gave her loyalty. I gave her respect. And she played me." His voice broke mid-sentence, then hardened. And now she got to deal with the truth being out there. Fans rallied behind him, spamming the comments with, "We got you, Eazy, and she can't silence the truth." But others pushed back, accusing him of being messy, of weaponizing private conversations. The split was so severe it felt like two entirely separate cultures were forming. One for Eazy, one for Remy. As dawn broke, new leaks emerged. Another burner account dropped what it claimed were DMs between Remy and another rapper, messages implying She was juggling more than one secret. The authenticity was questioned, but the damage was irreversible. Every new piece of content added fuel to a fire that refused to burn out by midday Saturday. Major news outlets like Complex XXL and Hip Hop DX were running headlines. Remy and Eazy scandal shakes battle rap to its core. Analysts speculated about Remy's marriage, her career, her role as a mentor, and whether this could permanently fracture her legacy. Some called it the end of Chrome 23. Others argued she'd bounce back stronger. But nobody denied one fact. The betrayal story was bigger than battle rap. It was mainstream then. Just when fans thought they'd seen it all, another shocking development hit. A blurry screenshot began circulating, allegedly showing a hospital bracelet with Remy's name and a recent date. The caption: "You think you know the whole story, but the betrayal runs deeper." The internet froze. Was this connected to the rumors? Was it real or fabricated? No one could confirm, but the timing was too perfect, too explosive to ignore. That night, Twitter became a war zone. Fans declared they would boycott any event with Remy's name attached. Others pledged loyalty, posting old clips of her biggest moments and calling her unshakable. Eazy's fan base surged. With his YouTube numbers skyrocketing, his battles replayed millions of times as fans dissected his bars for hidden clues about his pain. But the biggest twist came late Saturday, when Papoose was finally spotted in public. Pap walked through an airport, stone-faced, refusing to answer questions from paparazzi shouting, "Did Remy betray you? Did Eazy tell the truth?" His silence only added to the suspense, with headlines screaming, "Papoose breaks cover." But not his silence. And then, as if scripted for maximum drama, the original burner account at The Real Truth Beaks posted one last cryptic message before disappearing entirely. The tape was just the beginning. The real betrayal drops Sunday. Y'all ain't ready. The culture collectively held its breath. If the midnight tape had already rattled the foundations of battle rap, what could possibly be worse? Was this about Remy's marriage, her career, or something darker nobody wanted to believe? Whatever it was, the clock was ticking. Sunday morning wasn't quiet. It was apocalyptic. The entire culture had been waiting since the burner's last message. The tape was just the beginning. The real betrayal drops Sunday. Y'all ain't ready. No one slept. Spaces on Twitter went live through the night. YouTubers refreshed their feeds like their lives depended on it. And fans swore they'd never seen anything grip the battle rap and hip-hop community this way. By noon, everyone was on edge. By 3 p.m., the post dropped. And it wasn't just a clip. This time, it was a bomb. The burner account uploaded a 10-minute audio recording. The voices were clear. It was Remy and another man this time. It wasn't Eazy. Fans instantly froze when they recognized it. The other voice was Papoose. At first, it seemed like a simple marital argument. Pap sounded tired, telling Remy, "You've been playing me like I'm blind." But then the recording shifted tone. He said the words that made everyone's stomachs drop. "You think I don't know about Eazy? You think I ain't seen the messages? You think I don't know what y'all been doing behind my back?" Remy's voice cracked. She begged him to calm down, insisting it wasn't what it looked like. But Pap kept pressing. "I gave you loyalty. I gave you my name. And you embarrassed me. And for who? A battle rapper?" The audio was brutal. It wasn't just proof of betrayal between Remy and Eazy, it was proof that Papoose had known, had confronted her, and that the cracks in their marriage weren't rumors, they were real. The internet went nuclear. Hashtags trended within minutes. Hashtag Remy vs Pap. Hashtag betrayal tape. Hashtag Pap knew. Fans who once thought Pap was silent because he was blindsided now realized he had been holding it in. Memes spread like wildfire. Pap's stoic airport walk was turned into GIFs, captioned, "When you know the truth, but let the world find out." And then came the second half of the betrayal. The burner account didn't just leak audio. It dropped files, screenshots of contracts, emails, and bank transfers. Allegedly, Eazy had been promised headline battles, better payouts, and industry connections, not because of his talent alone, but because Remy was quietly pushing him forward while undercutting others. The receipts suggested she had tilted her own Chrome 23 league in Eazy's favor, even cutting deals to sideline other rappers. The betrayal wasn't just personal, it was professional. It wasn't just about love, it was about power. Fans were livid. Rival battle rappers hopped online to vent. One tweeted, "So this why my battle got canceled. Whole time it wasn't business, it was personal favoritism." Another went live, shouting into the camera, "Remy ruined the culture for a side piece. Nah, we ain't never forgiving this. The scandal had grown into something uncontainable. It wasn't just about Remy and Eazy, it was about corruption in the scene. Broken marriages and manipulation that blurred the line between love and career. By Sunday night, celebrities weighed in again. 50 Cent mocked the entire thing with a meme of Pap, Remy, and Eazy photoshopped into a love triangle. Cardi B subtweeted, "This whole thing's sad for real. Women deserve better, but so do men." Fat Joe finally broke his silence, going live to defend Remy, saying, "She's human. People make mistakes. Stop trying to cancel her." His loyalty sparked even more division, with fans accusing him of enabling. And through all this chaos, Eazy finally broke his silence again. He went live late Sunday, eyes heavy, his voice low. "Y'all heard it all now," he said. "I didn't want it to come out this way, but it is what it is. I loved her. That's the truth. I ain't ashamed of that. But I never asked for favoritism. I earned my spot. Don't ever play me like I ain't put in the work." The chat flooded with mixed reactions. Some fans praised him for owning up. Others dragged him for admitting feelings for a married woman. And a loud segment accused him of benefiting from the betrayal all along. The divide grew wider, and the war between #Team EAZY, #Team Remy, and #Team Pap raged like wildfire. But the story wasn't done. Not even close. At midnight, when fans thought the leaks were finished, at TheRealTruthBX posted one final image, a screenshot of an email, allegedly sent from VH1 producers to Remy. The subject line read, "Storyline Opportunity, Eazy X Remy Scandal." The body of the email hinted that producers had known about the situation all along and were discussing ways to spin it into ratings gold for future seasons. The implications were horrifying. Was the entire saga orchestrated? Was betrayal being packaged as entertainment for the world to consume? Fans erupted into conspiracy theories, claiming the whole thing was staged. That Pap, Remy, and Eazy were pawns in a bigger media play. But the raw emotion in those recordings didn't sound scripted. It sounded like heartbreak, like anger, like truth. By Monday morning, the community was in shambles. Chrome 23's sponsors were reportedly pulling out. Eazy's bookings were under review, and Remy's marriage was hanging by a thread. Pap's silence remained deafening, but insiders whispered that divorce papers were on the table. Meanwhile, VH1 posted a cryptic teaser. The truth is coming to light. Stay tuned for the reunion special. And then the burner account vanished. No tweets, no files, no profile picture gone. But before disappearing, it left one last chilling message pinned at the top of its page. "Y'all thought this was just about betrayal, but the circle is bigger than you think. Watch who benefits the most." Fans couldn't stop theorizing. Who was really behind the leaks? Was it an insider trying to burn Remy? Was it a rival rapper? Was it Pap himself? Or was this part of an even bigger takedown plan orchestrated by the industry? By the end of the week, battle rap wasn't just in scandal, it was in ruins. Friendships fractured, fans turned on idols, and one of hip-hop's most respected couples stood on the brink of collapse. But the most haunting part was that none of them, Remy, Pap, or Eazy, had delivered a final word. The silence, the leaks, the hints of a larger conspiracy all hung in the air. leaving fans terrified of what the next chapter might reveal. And as always, the internet's hunger only grew. They weren't done watching. They weren't done dissecting. And they definitely weren't done waiting for the next betrayal. This is no longer just gossip. It's a cultural earthquake. We've witnessed the midnight tapes, the betrayal receipts, and the heart-stopping audio that confirmed everything fans whispered about in the shadows. Eazy broke his silence. Remy's reputation is hanging by a thread. And Pap, his silence is louder than any diss track, leaving the world desperate for answers. But here's the chilling part. The burner account's final words. The circle is bigger than you think. Watch who benefits the most. That means this isn't over. Not even close. There are deeper forces, hidden agendas, and darker secrets that could shatter not just one marriage or one battle rapper's career, but the entire industry. So the question is, are you ready when the next shoe drops? Because the next leak won't just shake the culture. It could end it. Don't scroll past this like it's just another story. Hit that like button if you believe the truth always comes out. Drop your wildest theories in the comments. Who do you think is really behind these leaks? And who's next to fall? And smash that subscribe with the bell on, because when the next betrayal detonates, you do not want to be the last to know. History is unfolding right in front of us. The tapes were only the beginning.